Hey guys, have you seen the new Huawei's flagship smartphone, the Mate 50 Pro? What are your thoughts about it? Because I was fortunate enough to spend so many hours with this smartphone, and I'm going to tell y'all everything you need to know about it. Alright, let me start this video by talking about the price of this smartphone. And as I mentioned earlier, it is a flagship smartphone, which means it's also expensive. It costs more than $1,000 US. In some market, it can be around $1,200, which is a lot of money. And also, it is a lot of phones, guys. Listen, just stay tuned to the end because this smartphone is one of the best in the market right now. And secondly, the design. The design of the Mate 50 Pro reminds me of the old days Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus with the curved edges. I mean, curved edges are good. They make any smartphone to look premium. They look cool. But not everybody is going to like curved edges because of the accidental touches that you get when you're using a curved display. So it looks cool, but not so many people are going to like it. And secondly, the notch. It has a notch, which reminds me of an iPhone. The notch is huge, and I'm not a big fan of notches. I mean, probably some of you guys out there love notch on a smartphone, but I'm not really a big fan of it. But overall, the design of this phone looks cool. It looks premium. It looks expensive. You can buy the Mate 50 Pro in 3 different colors: orange, silver, and black. And there is also this limited edition Porsche edition. I love that one, man. I just love the camera design of this Porsche edition. It looks amazing. Looks way better than the normal Mate 50 Pro. The build quality of this smartphone is also great. I mean, you got to expect a great build quality from a smartphone that costs more than $1,000 US. It has an aluminum frame and a glass front and back. And according to Huawei, they use a Kunlun glass, which they said has a drop resistance of 10 times boosted. So it's much stronger. And for the configuration, you can either have this phone either in 1 SIM or 2 SIM configuration, which I think is great. The phone has an IP68 water and dust resistant. And at the back of this phone, there are 4 cameras, which we're going to talk more about the cameras later in this video. But I'm not really a big fan of the design of the cameras on this smartphone. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks good? To me, the Mate 50 Pro Porsche Edition cameras look amazing. The design is way better than the design of the normal Mate 50 Pro. On the bottom, we have USB Type-C input for charging, stereo speakers, which they sound great. The speaker on this smartphone sound amazing. Yeah, so overall, it's a great smartphone with lots of hardware, great hardware features. For the display, this smartphone has a 6.74 inches of OLED screen with a 91.3% screen-to-body ratio thanks to the curved edges. The resolution is 2616 by 1212 with a PPI density of 428. Listen, I watched some few videos on this smartphone and I was super impressed at the quality of this display, man. The contrast is incredible. The brightness is mind-blowing. And the display also have an always-on display, and the always-on display on this smartphone is very customizable with so many different design and type that you can use on the display. The Mate 50 Pro is a flagship smartphone, which means it has flagship processor. It has the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 with Huawei's EMUI 13 on top of it. Now, I was very surprised that the phone doesn't come with the new Huawei Harmony OS, but it has the EMUI. I don't know why EMUI. Why not Harmony OS? And you can buy this smartphone in 2 internal storage configuration. You can either have it with 8 gig of RAM with 256 gigabyte of internal storage, or 8 gigabyte of RAM with 512 gigabyte of internal storage. But I would advise, if anyone is going to buy this smartphone, go with the 512 gigabyte of internal storage because the cameras takes amazing photos and you're going to be taking so many photos and videos with this smartphone. But luckily, this smartphone has an SD card slot, which it can take an SD card of up to 256 gigabyte And now let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room, which is the cameras. There are three main cameras on this smartphone. We have 150 megapixel ultra wide aperture camera with f1.4. Yes, guys, f1.4. That's mind blowing. f1.4 is going to give you amazing bokeh. Listen, I took some few photos with this smartphone and the background blur is incredible. I mean, it's not at the level of a mirrorless camera or a full frame camera, but on a smartphone, I would say it looks incredible. And secondly, there is a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with f2.2. And lastly, a 64 megapixel telephoto camera with f3.5. So there are three main cameras. And with these cameras, you can take incredible looking photos, great looking photos. These cameras can also produce 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. Yeah, so if you're buying this smartphone for photos and videos, you won't be disappointed. One of the best in the market. And there are lots of different modes in which you can capture photos and videos with this smartphone. There is a night mode, there is super macro, which can capture the smallest object, and it works really good. There is AI cinematography, there is story creator, there is audio zoom, there is high res, there is time lapse, and lots of other different modes that you got to take advantage of if you own this smartphone. Another advantage with the Mate 50 Pro is the big battery. It has a 4,700 milliamps battery, which you can charge the battery at up to 66 watt. Yes, guys, 66 watt wired, but wirelessly is 50 watt. I would say this is probably the most fastest smartphone that can be charged wirelessly. 50 watt, that's incredible. And it has a 5 watt reverse wireless. So altogether, it's a great smartphone in terms of energy and in terms of charging the battery. Other important basic features about this smartphone includes Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, GPS, NFC, and a whole lot of sensors. And finally, let's talk about the biggest reason why lots of people are staying away from Huawei smartphones, which is, does it have a Google applications? The answer is yes and no. Now, yes, because you can actually download Google applications on this smartphone. But the no is because you cannot download them through Google Play Store because there is no Google Play Store on this smartphone. You can download all those Google applications from an app. There is an app that comes pre-installed on this smartphone. It's called Aurora. And through this app, you can download all those other Google applications. I spent some few hours with this smartphone and I was able to download apps like YouTube, YouTube Studio, Google Chrome, Google Drive, and I even installed my account on all these different applications and they all works very well. So yes, you can actually right now download all those Google applications on your Huawei Mate 50 Pro, but not through Google Store. And that's everything you guys need to know about the Huawei Mate 50 Pro. What are your thoughts about this smartphone, guys? Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think about this smartphone? Do you like it? Are you going for it? To me, I'll be going for the Mate 50 Pro Porsche Edition. That's the one I want to go for because that phone, on my opinion, is one of the best looking smartphones, if not the best looking smartphone of 2022. I really like it and I'm waiting and I'm looking for means to get it. If anybody knows how I can buy the Mate 50 Pro Porsche Edition, please let me know down in the comment section. I know it's going to be a limited edition, but I really want it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any question, drop it down in the comment section. I'll reply to all questions. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button for a lot of good videos come up on Big Phil TV. Until then, see you to the next one. Peace.